Let me show you the video, okay. Time-lapse of the future. God, grant me the serenity to accept things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference between the two. Yeah. Everything has its wonders, even darkness. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Even darkness and silence. It's really interesting. I want to watch it together. What was it? Hold on. So what does the future look like? How will the universe meet its end? We may never be truly certain. Osmogod would squeeze 4 hours. I don't care about that. But science has begun to paint a stunning picture of how the future might unfold, okay? So let's see that. I don't know if you've seen this video or not before, but I think it's a really good video. I have not seen it many times. I think only one time so far. So it was not like 2 days ago or something. So I will also need to recall my memories about it, but it's really good. We'll travel through time exponentially, doubling our speed every 5 seconds. This vision of the future will surely evolve as we probe for more clues, but one thing is clear. Nothing is certain. Something like that. The universe has only just begun.
The Holocene has ended. What we do now,
Can you hear the video well?
and in the next few years, will profoundly affect the next few thousand years. The only conditions modern humans have ever known so far are changing, and changing fast.
Nothing stays the same on this planet. Everything changes. The Earth is going into one of these jumps, and you don't know what is going to be on the other side of those jumps. The Earth is always jumping.
Yes, let's watch the video first, then we will reflect on like why our model of the universe is completely wrong. Okay, I am really curious about what you have to say about that.
Things move on this planet. Things are not still. Everything is turning.
After Christ, 20,000 after Christ. Constellations begin to wander. Yeah, sure. Voyager 1 passes nearby star. Interglacial period. It's like a couple of hundreds of thousands of years. That's whatever for the Earth. It's like nothing at this point. See? Humans are like nothing. We are the worms. We are the bugs of the universe. It doesn't matter that we exist. So earlier when earlier when I talked about how Jesus is kind of a figure who is morally somebody who, that I would follow personally, or at least the picture of Jesus that I believe in, or I kind of not believe in, I kind of have in my mind. That's for how to live with other people. Okay, this is a completely different story. Like, I think religion is mostly about the questions of like how to live well, how to live a good life, a good person's life. Not about this scientific stuff. That's scientific stuff. Two planets are talking. How are you? Not good. I have humans. Don't worry, it will pass. Yeah, true. Stone monuments erode, right? Mars will have a ring? That's awesome. Another major asteroid impact. Okay. I mean, that's just a guess, I guess, right? Why wouldn't it happen? Like, it can happen.
As it begins to run out of fuel, the sun won't simply fade away to nothing. Its core will collapse, and the extra heat this generates will cause its outer layers to expand.
Sun becomes a red giant.
The sun is now dead. Its remains slowly cooling in the freezing temperatures of deep space.
Oh, Earth is gonna have a ring as well. Yeah, okay, cool. Billion years now.
Is the same as for all stars. One
sorry?
day, fate of the sun is the same as for all stars. One day, they must all eventually die, and the cosmos will be plunged into eternal night.
All stars eventually will run out of fuel. The temperature of the universe drops. The stars, one by one, in the night sky, will turn off. And there'll be no more new stars created. And so that the universe will end not with a bang, but with a whimper.
That's shocking. This is like, look at where we are, like 4 minutes. This is the first like shocking, even if I've kind of thought of that or have had heard about it before, right? This is kind of shocking that everything just like freezes, right? Because the stars die, right?
And not in fire, but in ice.
With the death of the last sun, the age of starlight comes to an end. The age of starlight. The universe becomes a cosmic boneyard strewn with remnants of dead stars. Degenerate era. Oh my god. Oh god, that was my high school years. Our sun becomes a white dwarf, a hot, dense, shrunken stellar corpse.
With no fuel left to burn, a white dwarf's faint glow comes from the last residual heat from its extinguished furnace. Looking at it from where the Earth is now, it would only generate the same amount of light as the full moon on a clear night.
Wow.
The faint glow of white dwarfs will provide the only illumination in a dark and empty void littered with dead stars and black holes.
In some ways, it's kind of a ghost universe. It's the corpses, the zombie stars, that will take us into the future.
Our time, gravity ejects dead stars and planets from their galaxies, sending them out into the freezing void. By chance, some brown dwarfs collide and form accidental new stars. By chance. Colliding neutron stars puncture the darkness with ultra-bright supernova. So there will be another age of starlight, basically. Any surviving life forms may find refuge around aging white dwarfs. Yeah, if we somehow, which is not very likely, if we somehow manage to survive for so long, for this long. So see my point, by the way. Like even if I know that after my death there will be people still, like and let's say we survive because technology makes us immortal and whatever, we are designed to keep wanting to survive, right? Simply the environment will not make it possible after a while to exist. It's gonna be simply impossible. But in time, even the white dwarfs will fade and die.
A black dwarf will be the final fate of those last stars. White dwarfs that have become so cold that they barely emit any more heat or light. Black dwarfs are dark, dense, decaying balls of degenerate matter, little more than the ashes of stars. Their constituent atoms are so severely crushed that black dwarfs are 1,000,000 times denser than our sun.
Yes. It's better now?
Stars take so long to reach this point. We believe there are currently no black dwarfs in the universe.
If we had such great technology, why wouldn't it be enough to generate the energy required for a hospitable environment though? Because you cannot create energy, you can only use energy. And at this point of the universe, energy would be gone. You cannot just create energy. It's a reusable tool or reusable ingredient, or I don't know. You are basically running out of energy in the cosmos, in the universe. Maybe not at this point. I think this is still something that could be solved, but later on. Any matter that fails to escape its galaxy is sucked into a supermassive black hole at the center. You must be right, actually. Long dormant black holes flare up in a blaze of glory. The rotational energy of black holes becomes the last reliable source of power for any exotic future civilizations.
We have a pace of life that's based on really the energy available to us now. You could imagine living conscious systems which have a very different pace and therefore can extend out at least a lot farther than you'd imagine otherwise. You could have a living system where if it had a thought every 10 trillion years, that would seem normal. Even if our life dies out, one could imagine at some time arbitrarily far in the future, a fluctuation occurs which allows intelligent life to exist again for a little while. So you might have islands in time of intelligence.
Yeah, I agree, Walter. 10 billion trillion years. As the expansion of the universe accelerates, it begins to spread matter apart faster than the speed of light. So, this is literally the meme. By this point, distant galaxies and stars are receding so fast that their light has become undetectable. Wow. The secrets of the cosmos are locked away forever. Yeah. Current theories predict that atoms themselves will begin to decay, destroying all remaining matter in the universe. Even they will decay.
A proton, one of the fundamental building blocks of atomic matter, of what makes us up, can just spontaneously fall apart.
Any material that evades the pull of a black hole eventually dies away as its protons disintegrate.
Photon decay is still unproven, and so this chapter of the future could look very different in light of new discoveries. Fair. So yes, now I'm not showing something, you guys, that's like absolutely certain. Of course, this is just food for thought. I think something that made me I think a lot about these kind of questions and this kind of topic.
The matter inside black dwarfs, the last matter in the universe, will eventually evaporate away and be carried off into the void as radiation, leaving absolutely nothing behind.
Okay, fair.
With the black dwarfs gone, there won't be a single atom of matter left. All that will remain of our once rich cosmos will be particles of light and black holes.
Particles of light. The black hole era begins. No planets, no stars, no lingering stellar remnants for life to cling to. Yet even now, time has only just begun to tick. Wow. On the scale of a human lifetime, the universe has just emerged. Oh god, I'm sorry. To the womb. Oh, from the womb. To the womb. All dark and empty. This is how the cosmos will spend most of its life. It's like my little brother's room. Our universe gives life only a brief moment to shine. A haven, right? A haven in time, safe from its fiery birth and icy death. I want to check these words, I'm sorry. Yeah, fiery. I keep saying fiery. Fiery birth and icy death.
The arrow of time creates a bright window in the universe's adolescence, during which life is possible. But it's a window that doesn't stay open for long. As a fraction of the lifespan of the universe, as measured from its beginning to the evaporation of the last black hole, life, as we know it, is only possible for 1,000th of a billion billion billionth billion billion billionth billion billion billionth of a percent.
Black holes become the fundamental building block of the universe. A galaxy will basically be a supermassive black hole in a center with smaller black holes orbiting it.
Zombie galaxies filled with black holes continue to evolve.
They'll eat each other and they'll get bigger, and maybe they'll fall into the supermassive black hole and it'll get bigger. The universe will still be an exciting, dynamic place. It's just that the timescales you're talking about are now trillions of years instead of thousands or millions of years.
Zombie galaxies. That's such an accurate way to phrase this. Whatever caused a spontaneous Big Bang either will happen again or there are many of them happening. It just doesn't make much sense that something like this happens just once and then fades away and then it's nothingness. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's what I said. That's why I said, what if? So it's like, I think human or us as we as humans are, that's just my opinion, will never really be able to comprehend the scope of the universe, really, or not only the scope but like what nothingness is, what it means, right? And like, it doesn't make sense for you, it doesn't make sense for me, because according to our experience, according to what it means to be a human, this doesn't make any sense because of like a causality or something. I don't know. What makes sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything comes from us because we are the ones who perceive things. Everything is based on our perception. See, that's what's scary. Thinking out of the bracket would help, but we cannot do that because me simply saying that thinking out of the bracket is something that's very human. See, we can't even ask the question because I think we don't really understand what kind of question we have to ask, if there is a question even to ask. See how it's just so complicated, I think. In this far-flung age, black hole merges become the main event. Some grow to enormous sizes. Some grow to enormous sizes, possibly trillions of times the mass of our sun. I love the animation, by the way, it looks awesome. When they merge, they send out powerful gravity waves that resonate throughout the universe.
Black
Gravity
holes
waves.
can bang on space-time like mallets on a drum. And they have a very characteristic song. Imagine two black holes that have lived a long life together. At the end of their lives, they're going around each other, crossing thousands of kilometers in a fraction of a second. As they do so, they leave behind in their wake a ringing of space, an actual wave on space-time.
What if this is, for example, another way of living? It's just, I know it's like existence, yeah, sure, it's not life, it's just existence. But if we just, I think it's not a long stretch to say that a lot of actions, a lot of things in like of actions that living beings do somewhat imitate things that non-livings do, right? I mean, I know it doesn't make any sense, but this, for example, looks like bacteria, like merging, or something like that, or not merging, but like doubling itself, for example. What if this already happened? What if this already happened and our entire existence is just due to one small gravity wave, areas in space-time where it collides with itself? What if? So, it sounds good.
Space squeezes and stretches as it emanates out from these black holes banging on the universe.
And I know this is just a graphical representation.
Waves, they're literally the sound.
And my human brain wants to find something that I can grab and like dip, just like imagine it with my own it's like with my little incapable brain. I like what you just said about the microscopic comparison. That's indeed what I believe.
Sounds of space ringing, and they will travel out from these black holes at the speed of light as they ring down and coalesce to one spinning, quiet black hole. If you were standing near enough, your ear would resonate with the squeezing and stretching of space. You would literally hear the sound.
How can she say that though?
Imagine a lighter black hole falling into a very heavy black hole. The sound you're hearing is a light black hole banging on space each time it gets close.
We are listening to black holes banging, guys. Word first, black hole banging. Recorded. We are basically watching porn.
As it falls in, it gets faster and it gets louder.
Yes, that's how it works. Yeah, I'm sorry for those of you who have problems with this kind of light. Okay, I stopped it just to make sure that you can react in time. Turn it off for like, I don't know, 20 more seconds. Okay. Well, they're really into those black holes. They should get out more often. Yeah. Oh my god.
Scientists used to think black holes were immortal, but even these will one day die.
Now we're talking about timescales of
Wouldn't we not hear anything though? Like if we are made up of matter? Made up of matter and they make matter resonate, wouldn't our eardrums resonate at the same rate as the air around it to be seemingly not moving? Yeah. I mean, it's just, that's one of the reasons why I didn't understand her. Like, it doesn't make any sense what she said. You would literally hear it. No, I mean, dude, you need something. Like, how much matter is there? Right? Because that's how we hear. People having epileptic fits going off now. Yes, exactly. That's what I thought of. Like, I mean, she's not that wrong. I mean, I guess she's not, but still, right? I mean, it's just I don't like these kind of like fancy sentences that scientists sometimes say. Yeah, hello, Wader.
Unimaginable length, quadrillions of years into the future. On that time scale, even the black holes begin to evaporate.
Even black holes begin to evaporate.
According to quantum mechanics, space is filled with virtual particles, antiparticles, that are constantly materializing in pairs, separating, coming together again, and annihilating each other.
Good old Stephen Hawking.
In the presence of a black hole, one member of a pair of virtual particles may fall into the hole, leaving the other member without a partner with.
Yeah. Okay. Just I want to end that kind of topic because this is really interesting. Now let's go back. Our eardrums are designed to hear vibration in the air, and vibration in the air, so like the particles itself, right, or themselves, because they resonate, and they are the ones that make us hear things, because we hear their movement basically, right? So if there is it's not the fabric of space. It's very, very true. That's, I don't think she's right, but I see why she is right. Right, but not literally. Why did she say literally? That's what I didn't understand.
Coming together again and annihilating each other.
So let's see this whole section now with Hawking.
According to quantum mechanics, space is filled with virtual particles, antiparticles, that are constantly materializing in pairs, separating, coming together again, and annihilating each other.
Hawking radiation.
In the presence of a black hole, one member of a pair of virtual particles may fall into the hole, leaving the other member without a partner with which to annihilate. The forsaken particle appears to be radiation emitted by the black hole. And so, black holes are not eternal. They evaporate away at an increasing rate until they vanish in a gigantic explosion. Quantum mechanics has allowed particles and radiation to escape from the ultimate prison, a black hole.
Black holes begin to evaporate away, erasing the last large-scale structures in the universe. As they die, they light up the darkness one by one. The particle what's it called? Particle fireworks. As the black holes slowly die off, the universe continues to expand, driven by a mysterious force we don't yet understand. Because this is the dark energy. Yeah, the dark energy. This is the frontier of human knowledge, a frontier ripe for exploration and discovery.
Philosophers and poets have asked the question, will the world end in fire or ice?
we can now give an answer. The latest evidence shows that the universe is not slowing down, but
How did they film that? Dude, the cameraman never dies. That's how they filmed that. The cameraman is immortal, lives forever, and is never in danger. That's how. I've always related humans' idea of a soulmate to that theory. We poof into existence, find each other, and then poof away. It's such a goofy way to put this. But God damn, it's so accurate though.
it's speeding up out of control, and the universe, we think, will die in ice. Trillions upon trillions of years from now.
Empty space itself has energy. In every little cubic centimeter of space, whether or not there's stuff, whether or not there's particles, matter, radiation, or whatever, there is still energy even in the space itself.
According to the Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, a head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into 2 separate parts, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. I have never heard of that. That's brilliant. It's hilarious, by the way, how these really old civilizations, in a lot of cases, they kind of described extremely complicated scientific mechanisms, right? With seemingly, I mean, of course, I kind of want to see a pattern. I get that, but it's funny how a lot of things can actually be just like substituted, right?
And
Thank you, Wolverine.
And this energy, according to Einstein, exerts a push on the universe.
What is the weird stuff that's accelerating the universe? We call it dark energy. And this stuff is the dominant stuff of the universe. Almost 3/4 of the matter energy content of the universe is this dark energy. And we don't know what it is.
Dark energy, unlike matter or radiation, does not dilute away as the universe expands. This has crucial implications for what the universe is going to do in the future.
So what will be the future of the universe? Well, if the dark energy remains dominant and repulsive, the universe will expand forever.
I love the animation in this video.
And faster with time. A runaway universe.
70% of the energy of the universe resides in empty space, and we don't understand why. But we do know what will happen. If that energy continues to be there, the universe will become cold and dark and empty.
Okay, now let me see the comment. Take Galileo Galilei as an example. Watch the play Once Upon a Time, and it looks like he only had very limited resources, but his discoveries were something at the time. Watch the play Once Upon a Time. It looks like he only had very limited resources, but his discoveries were something at that time. Yeah, definitely.
That's the future as it might be. We don't know because we don't yet understand the nature of dark energy. Until we do, we won't know the future. We won't even understand our own origins. And that's why we want to know and study this subject.
Discovering the true nature of dark energy could change our vision of the future dramatically. If it somehow weakens over time, the universe could collapse under gravity. A big crunch. Given a boost, it could tear the universe apart at the seams. A big rip. A big rip. I love that. That was me falling again and again in Dark Souls. Physicists increasingly suspect that there may be multiple universes beyond our own, each with their own unique laws of physics. Suspect. Based on what? I would like to know that. Some would harbor the right conditions for life, others could collapse or be ripped apart. Others still could be far more exotic than anything we could imagine. New pieces to this puzzle are out there somewhere waiting to be found.
The forecast does seem to be for an ever colder, ever emptier universe. But then, of course, we have to ask, could that end lead to a new beginning? And there are ideas whereby what actually is the end of our universe could in some sense be linked to the beginning of a new one.
Some speculate that there may be a way to escape our universe before entropy erases everything. Some speculate that there may be a way to escape our universe before entropy erases everything. See, to escape, to survive, to exist, to go to another place, to never stop existing, to never disappear. That's what I meant, that we have the wrong model. We don't understand dark matter at all. Yes. We don't even understand the speed of light and how it can change, because it can change, yeah. We could create simulated virtual universes, or with enough energy create another one just like our own. But why would we do that?
We've worked out the mathematics, the equations. They seem to say that if you have an atom smasher that can concentrate tremendous amounts of energy at a single point, you can perhaps open up a gateway, a baby universe.
Well, they're speculating that black holes might lead to other universes. Now we only need a crazy taxi driver to get us there. Yeah, nice. This is kind of similar to what's been said just now.
Facing the death of everything there is, this perhaps is their only possibility of escape. And this also raises a very intriguing possibility, sheer speculation of course, that perhaps any universe that has intelligent life in it will create baby universes, will create lifeboats, and proliferate child universes. So an evolution may take among universes in the multiverse. Survival of the fittest may take place. So those universes which do not have intelligent life are infertile. They have no children. But those universes that have mild temperatures, stars like us, would create civilizations that can open up child universes, and they would then proliferate.
Yeah, that number doesn't matter down there, basically, anymore. If there is no way to escape the universe, then entropy will march on, destroying the last remaining supermassive black holes. As the last one explodes and dies, it puffs the universe in light one last time. This is making me want to pee. I don't know. Infinite sperm generator? Yes. Exactly. Spreading the seeds of life.
After an unimaginable length of time, even the black holes will have evaporated, and the universe will be nothing but a sea of photons gradually tending towards the same temperature as the expansion of the universe cools them towards absolute zero.
Imagine being that single photon at the end of everything, in nothingness, just like running around alone.
Once the very last remnants of the very last stars have finally decayed away to nothing, and everything reaches the same temperature, the story of the universe finally comes to an end.
Time becomes
For the
meaningless.
first time in its life, the universe will be permanent and unchanging.
I'm sorry, did you hear that sentence? This is the crazy part.
The universe will be permanent and unchanging. Entropy finally stops increasing because the cosmos cannot get any more disordered. Nothing happens, and it keeps not happening forever.
Nothing happens, and it keeps not happening forever. Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence, and I learn whatever state I may be in, therein to be content. Okay. All right. I think this is a brilliant video, guys. If you want to watch it yourself again without me just like mumbling on it. Hold on. Okay, whatever, the link is there. You can check that. This was a pretty video. Coming back, I need to go to the bathroom.